Is it still morning? Yeah. Good morning. How y'all doing? Let me see. So I know what I need to do with this. How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. What we doing today? I know that I have to go get my nails done. Get my nails done because I have an overlay. Like, these are my nails, right? So I need to go get a fill-in on the overlay. However, one of my whole overlays came off because it was coming off of my real nail. But I got this band-aid up because sometimes my nail is weak. So I know that I type real fast and I just didn't want it to chip before I get to the... Yeah, so this is only acrylic, you know, because it's an overlay. But I didn't want my real nail, so I just put a band-aid on it to try to protect it until I get to the shop. I'm tripping. But how y'all doing on this beautiful Tuesday? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody has been doing their positive affirmations. Yeah. I drank my tea earlier, but I didn't take my vitamins. I went to the doctor and I gained about 10 pounds. It could be stress eating, but I'm gonna get that back on track. Hey, Kristen. How you doing, daughter? How are you and my godson? I hope everything is okay with you guys. But I hope everybody is having a beautiful day. I know y'all see my title. My hair is itching, but it is what it is. But my title should speak for itself. It ain't for the weak. It ain't for the weak. The reason I say that is no matter what you do in life, no matter how you move in life, you have to take into account that you're going to have obstacles that you're going to have to get through, right? And depending on where your walk is with God or whoever you pray to, sometimes it could be very difficult. Sometimes you're going to be in situations to where you feel like you're not going to be able to get out of. Let's just be honest, you know? Hi, Lawanda. Thank you for coming in, beautiful. Hey, girl, just stopped by since I saw you live to speak. Got to get back to work. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Thank you. But sometimes it's going to be difficult. You know, some tasks are going to be difficult. Sometimes it's going to be unbelievable. But you have to have that mindset and emotional control on how you moving forward through that obstacle, if that makes any sense. I say that because sometimes people can fold under pressure. I've seen it a lot of times. People will fold under pressure. Pressure from someone else. Just pressure from the situation that may be going on. It could be any kind of pressure. It could be somebody threatening you to make decisions or make the decisions they need you to make instead of you making the decisions for yourself, right? In that instance, you have to dissect And be aware. You have to dissect and be aware where your emotions is at that time, and be willing to control it in order to move forward and beat the obstacle. See, what I say when I say it's not for the weak, sometimes we can get peer pressure into a lot of different things. Making decisions, as far as making decisions on your life. As an adult, I feel like you should be responsible for your own decisions. You shouldn't have anybody else trying to make decisions for you, right? On how you moving or how you maneuvering. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens to where people are not really understanding how you feel in a situation. They just want you to understand how they feel in a situation. So with that being said, instead of them hearing you out or understanding where you come from, because sometimes you have to stand solid on what you believe in. You just do. And with you having that emotional intelligence and that emotional control in the way that you move, that's going to help you get through that obstacle. I believe in God. He's always going to be first to me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying everybody else. Hey, Donald, how you doing? I'm not saying everybody else has to have that or relationship with God. I would want you guys to have a relationship with God if y'all believe in God. But in order to let God lead you, you have to also listen. Listening, is nothing wrong with listening, because he's always going to have a word, whether it comes when you need it or when it comes when it's needed, if that makes any sense. I just want people to know that the life that we live now, the way things are going, you can't be weak out here. Meaning you can't be weak. You can't fall into a stigma to where you're going to be emotionally controlled by anybody. You have to make sure that you're making decisions for yourself, and they have to be healthy decisions. Sometimes, like I was saying with the peer pressure, just say, for instance, let me use an example. Say you and your friends hanging out, y'all partying or whatever, and it's not, y'all at a bar and grill, but then y'all go back to the house and there's a couple people there and they're doing things that you don't do. But they try to get you to try things and you're like, nah, I don't do that. No, I don't do that. But they start saying negative things to make you feel like you're weak. Oh, you lame. You lame. You don't kick it like that. You lame. You lame. You got the whole crowd saying, oh, she lame. She don't want to do it. Blah, 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 blah. My answer to that would be, then I'll be lame. I'll be lame because I feel like no one should be able to penetrate your mind to make you do anything that you don't want to do. No one should be that weak in the mind to let people make you do things you don't want to do. And that's just how I feel about that. Hey, sissy, what's going on, Miss Mel? Hey, Uncle Dwayne. You said like what? What do you mean when you say like what, Uncle Dwayne? What do you mean? Judine, hey girl. This is my old childhood friend when I say, woo, 40 years. 40 years, Judine. We've been knowing each other for 40 years. But you said people want you to do things that you don't do. Okay, so I used that so you came in. What I was saying said peer pressure. I'm saying if you go out to a party or something, then y'all go back to the house and they're doing things. It could be drugs. It could be drinking. It could be anything that you say you ain't going to do. Right? Sex. It could be anything, Uncle Dwayne. I'm just saying, I'm using that as an example of how you be somewhere, they're doing stuff that you don't do. Then they ask you to do it and you say no, but then they're trying to basically pressure you into doing what they want you to do. Hey, cuz, what's going on, Lonzo? But you don't want to do it. But so then they start call, oh, you lame, you ain't gonna do it. You lame. If a person can make you do something that you don't want to do, hey, I'm dead set on not doing it. I'm dead set on not drinking because I had my limit. You know what I'm saying? I drunk while we was out. I'm not coming here to drink again. You know what I'm saying? If a person can peer pressure you or a person can pressure you into doing things that you're dead set solid on not doing, then you don't need to align yourself with them type of people. Yeah, you don't. Because if you're really strong on your emotions and how you feel, moving forward, that would not be the company that I would be choosing to keep. If you have a firm belief in something, and if it's not for the betterment of you, but someone is still trying to make you do it, then that's not good company, people. It's not. So that's why I say sometimes this world is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. None of this stuff that we're going through now is for the weak. It's not. You have to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable for the actions that you do. Because at the end of the day, that person can peer pressure you into doing it. If you're weak-minded, then you'll do it. Then what if something happened on the sake of you? Just say, for instance, let me use that, bring it back, Uncle Dwayne. You said you don't want to drink, but they don't peer pressure you enough to where you don't took a couple of shots anyway. You got to take one of the friends home. You know you're not supposed to be driving. What if you have a car accident and that person ends up passing away? The people who pressured you into doing it 9 times out of 10, they're going to blame you. Right? They're going to blame you. Even though you feel weak to their peer pressure. If that makes any sense. Exactly, sis. This world is not built for the weak. Not what's going on now. Not what's going on now. So you have to take that and use that in every situations of your life. Anything that you do, even on a job. Let me tell you something. I've been with my company now for 7 years. 7 years. I've had a couple of... Hi, Charlene. Nice to see you. I've had a few promotions. You know what I'm saying? I've had a few promotions. Kind of, sort of, no one can make you do anything. You wanted to do it in the first place. They just apply that pressure that push you over a little bit more. Because no means no. But then again, it goes, hold on, I'm reading Uncle Dwayne. It goes the other way too. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's why emotionally, you have to get your emotions in check. You have to get your emotions in check. And I'm saying checked. But you have to get your emotions in check. Okay? And what I'm saying is sometimes that can take a lot of things. That can take healing. That can take just with you growing. If you're trying to grow in a positive light, you're going to have to heal in order to get some emotional control. Right? You can't just be out here recklessly being an emotional roller coaster, emotional wreck, or anything to that nature, if that makes any sense. But I only use that because sometimes we fall weak or we fall prey. And yeah, Uncle Sam, you're right. They did it because they wanted to. But sometimes this here world, or just period, is not built for the weak. We have a lot of people that influence us on a daily. Superstars, life coaches, personal trainers. Things that try to move you into a positive life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that people can't be positively an influence on your life. I'm talking about negative influence. You have to be emotionally intelligent and emotionally responsible in order to move forward and not get hit by a stray with the weak or with the negative. Because I feel like as soon as you go down that rabbit hole of negativity, it's hard to come back. It's hard to come back. My sister said, definitely check your emotions for real, for real. Don't wear it on your shoulder. And don't wear it on your shoulder at all, because, baby, people will use it at any cost. Sis, you are so right, Miss Neil. Sometimes people will think you're a pushover because you're quiet on things too. And because you're quiet, you can get tampered with because they feel like being quiet shows a form of weakness. Right? And in actuality, quietness just shows that you're in control of your peace and your emotions. A lot of people don't believe that you can be quiet and make a statement. My quiet sometimes makes a statement. However, I know that I'm a type of person that can't be pushed into something I don't want to do. It's not, and it's especially if it's not for the betterment of me. If it's not for the betterment of me, I can't do it. And there's nothing you can say that's going to make me. You may lose some people because of that. You may gain some people because of that. But today, people, I just want people to just be really emotionally intelligent and have emotional control. We don't all have it. You know what I'm saying? It's a practice that we need to have. I agree, sis, because soon you slip up, they waiting. My quiet speaks louder than words. Exactly. And sometimes you will get attacked because people think you're weak. But don't fall astray to that either. Keep moving in the way that you're moving. Always keep God first, if that's who you believe in. Always keep him first. If you keep him first, he's not going to let nothing happen to you that you're not going to be able to handle. Maybe it was something he needed you to see. Maybe it was something he wanted you to go through to get to where you need to go. I promise you, he always going to have something bigger for you out here. You know what I'm saying? So that was just my word for today. Y'all know I'm not going to be long on here today, because we are going live on our super fan page tonight. So, but I know that I have to get back into in the groove of things, and going live and doing my positive affirmations on a regular. Be consistent. That's my motto. I have to be consistent. Thank you, sis. Thank you, and thank you for supporting me. And I just want to thank everybody for coming in here, listening to me. Thank you for your support. Y'all make sure y'all hit this like button, hit the share button, because this may help somebody. You know what I'm saying? If I can help one person a day, I've done my job, right? I always say that. So if I can help one person a day to get on the live if possible, I sure will, sister. I sure will. I think it's going to be at 7:30. We're going to go live for a little bit at 7:30. So make sure you're there. I forgot which title it is because I scheduled our lives. So, so I don't know what we're going to be going over today, girl. But make sure you hit that like button. I do have a little subscription. I think it's like 99 cents if you want to do that. You can do that. You can donate stars to my channel. You can do whatever you want to as well. But I just want y'all to know it ain't for the weak. If you feel like you're being pressured into something, take a step back. Think about it. Process it first before you make any hasty decisions. I always sometimes have to take a step back and process because I have to think about sometimes I think about what could happen if I was to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I move. So it ain't for the weak. This world is not for the weak. No one should be able to peer pressure you into doing anything that you don't want to do. Right? So that does come with the emotional intelligence. It does come with emotional control, right? And like, my uncle did make a point. The person, if they do it, that mean they wanted to do it. But that means a person is weak-minded, right? That falls in that category too. That means a person is weak-minded, because if you're saying no, 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 and they're still telling you to do it, and then you finally give in after 15s, do it, and I'll just give it to me. That's not emotionally intelligent. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to protect y'all minds today. Protect y'all minds today. And moving forward, don't let nobody disrupt how you're moving in a positive way. Never let nobody disrupt how you're moving in a positive way. And that's all I have, folks. And I want y'all to have a beautiful Tuesday. Don't forget to do your positive affirmations. Do your positive affirmations. Because with positive affirmations, y'all never know. It's going to change the course of your day. Just say if you're having a bad day. If you do a positive affirmation, it could change the way you think for the day. Okay? And I love you guys. And I just want to say thank you for tuning in. I'm going to get my nail fixed because it came off. But I love y'all. And thank y'all for listening to me. Peace.